It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Wednesday, the 4th of December. I'm James Spann. A frigid morning across Alabama, but a pretty decent warm-up coming up during the day today. In some locations, we'll see some light rain tonight, but probably not much. A more meaningful rain event will be occurring early next week. Let's begin with the upper air look across the country early this morning, as we typically do. And it's the same pattern: ridge in the west, trough in the east. And, of course, the trough is the delivery mechanism for the cold air. Now, there is a disturbance, a shortwave coming into Texas. In advance of that, we note some light rain falling this morning through parts of Louisiana and eastern Texas. And, again, that feature will bring a chance of some light rain to parts of Alabama tonight. Again, this is not a big rain event. The bigger event will be early next week. Do we dare look at the numbers this morning? Oh, why not? Look at there. We've got 19 early this morning for Gadsden and Aniana. Jasper, 21. Pell City, 21. And it got a freeze all the way down to Dothan. Dothan at 30. Mobile barely above freezing early this morning at 34. And we think the temperatures could be even colder than this Friday morning as that next shot of cold air comes in here. So here's the watch warning map around the nation this morning. Pretty messy up north. Windy and snowy. More lake effect snow for Michigan. Winter storm warnings in effect for parts of the northeast United States. A cold north wind. So very much like the dead of winter up in that part of the United States. Now, with the feature coming out of Texas, there could be some thunder later today. West of Alabama, parts of, in fact, all of Louisiana and the eastern half of Texas, nothing severe. This is tomorrow. There might be a rumble of thunder on the Gulf Coast, but again, severe storms not expected. And on day 3, which is Friday, maybe some thunder for parts of West Texas. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days, and some really good rains here, valid through Wednesday morning of next week. And the bulk of what you see here, this will be Sunday night, Monday, and Tuesday of next week. And the guidance now suggesting for just about all of Alabama, rain amounts between 2 and 3 inches. And that's some rain we need. We'll get the new drought monitor tomorrow morning, but again, clearly, a good soaking is a good thing. So model fans, here we go, the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 4. And again, you see that just cold look for the northeast United States. That vortex coming down into the Great Lakes. And around here is zonal flow. And again, that little feature to the west will bring some rain to parts of East Texas, Louisiana, and southern Arkansas. So, and again, we'll warm up nicely. We're expecting highs in the 50s today. Still below average. Average high for this date is 60, but at least moving in the right direction. So this is the high-resolution HER model, the high-resolution rapid refresh, and this is valid this evening at 6 o'clock. And again, you can see evidence of light rain at that point to the west of the state. But again, the daytime should be dry. So let's see here. Tell you what, let me drop in the HER model for later tonight. This is going to be for after midnight, 3 a.m. All right, so again, let's back it up here. This is 6 o'clock this evening, rain to the west. And then after midnight, this is about 3 a.m., we have light rain mainly over the southern two-thirds of the state, basically from Interstate 20 south. If you're north of Birmingham, you probably won't see much of any rain tonight. But again, south of Birmingham, rain amounts should be under 1/2 inch. And this will be rain. Temperatures will likely hold in the 40s through the night. No ice, no snow. So tomorrow, a new surge of cold air drops in. Any showers by afternoon should be confined to the Gulf Coast region. So the sky becomes partly sunny. The high will be around 50 for the northern counties of the state. Low 50s for South Alabama. So this is Friday. Friday morning's going to be cold. At 1,029 millibar high just north of us, we're expecting lows in the upper teens and low 20s for the northern half of the state. And there's a good chance Friday morning we'll see a freeze all the way down to Gulf Shores and Orange Beach and Dauphin Island. The day Friday, cold and dry. Highs in the 40s for North Alabama, 50s for the southern counties of the state. What about the weekend, you ask? Well, Saturday looks dry. Saturday morning, another freeze. We start the day in the 20s. The high Saturday should be in the 50s. And then I think most of the day Sunday will be dry. Maybe some showers around Florence and Muscle Shoals by mid to late afternoon. The rest of the state will see clouds gradually increasing. The high Sunday will be in the 60s for the southern two-thirds of the state, upper 50s for North Alabama. And then Monday, the first wave of rain coming through. The high Monday will be in the 60s for most of the state. They'll feel like a tropical heat wave. Then another round of rain coming in here Tuesday. Now, the GFS depicting a surface low that's near Texarkana, Arkansas. And if this by chance verifies, that could be a pretty good snow setup for places like Oklahoma City and Wichita Falls, Texas. And then by Tuesday night, that surface low is over western Tennessee. And if we were to see any surface-based instability here, that might be a setup for a few strong storms. But I will caution you, the European is not showing this. And as you know, we tend to rely on the European. But again, if by chance this is right, Tuesday night of next week, that'd be a good snow for places like Fort Smith, Fayetteville, Harrison, Arkansas, up toward St. Louis. Here's a week from today. This is Wednesday, December 11th. New trough developing over the eastern states. That surface low is now east of Cleveland. And again, if this verifies, that'd be good snow for places like Indianapolis and Detroit. And the rain would be ending here early in the day Wednesday. But I clearly think that the screaming message is that we're going to have a good chance at beneficial rain on Monday and Tuesday of next week, with potential for amounts over 2 inches for much of the state. Let's go out 10 days. This is Friday, the 13th, Friday, December 13th. Got a northwest flow aloft, and we are dry. At this point, the latter half of next week, looking rain-free. Rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble. The mean a little over 2 inches between now and the 19th of December. And the bulk of that will be early next week. And temperatures coming off the NBM, the National Blend of Models, 54 today, but back in the deep freeze on Friday. The high Friday, 44. We start the day Friday morning at 22. And of course, that means many colder pockets will likely be in the upper teens to start the day Friday. Then for the weekend, we warm up again with upper 50s on Sunday, mid-60s Monday and Tuesday. That's when rain is likely. And then for the latter half of next week, high should be in the 50s and lows around the freezing mark. And the latest long-range guidance. This is the 8 to 14-day outlook for December 11th through December 17th. Temperatures may be a little above average if this works out, but probably we'll get what we expect for this time of the year. So 'tis the season for parades and Christmas tree lightings. I mean, every night this week, we've got parades and lightings all over the state. This was the one last night way down on the Gulf Coast. This is the wharf at Orange Beach. And they had a big crowd for their Christmas tree lighting and a really good fireworks show there last night. So we've got it looking like Christmas all the way from the Tennessee state line to the Gulf of Mexico. And we're still getting some photographs coming from the Great Smokies, from the dusting of snow they had a couple of nights ago. And in some spots, they had enough. They had enough snow to make a snowman. Not bad. Here's a little tiny snowman on that table. But again, this was coming from the dusting of snow up around Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. All right, so had a great time yesterday up in Center. Saw my friends at Pineview Crossings up in Cherokee County. Now, tomorrow I will be in Rainsville in DeKalb County at Plainview High School. And also a couple of notes. Tonight I will be doing the first Toys for Tots live shot on ABC 3340. We'll be setting up with the United States Marines. They're the partner in this. They do the hard work. And we're going to be at the big warehouse in Hoover where they store the toys and kind of talk about the logistics. But we're going to need your help. We want you to bring a new unwrapped toy to any of the drop-off locations. And those are on the ABC 3340 website. But again, tonight I'll be live as we start our live shots. Begin tomorrow, Rainsville, Plainview High School. Friday, I will be speaking to our Teachers of the Month winners with Drummond Company. That's always a great event every year. The teachers work hard. They get very little credit, love, or appreciation. And then Friday evening, I'll be live at the Walmart on Highway 150 in Hoover as part of our Toys for Tots drive. That'll begin our 30-hour drive. The big push is this weekend. And it's a good teachable moment for your kids to help others that are kind of struggling. And a lot of people do this time of the year. And hey, Saturday, it's a book signing. We're going to be in Jasper at the Lavish Coffee Bar from 10 to 1. And listen, if you got a friend that's a weather dweeb that likes to watch these videos, you got to come by and see us. We'll have all the shirts. In fact, one of the shirts it just says Weather Dweeb, which is one of my favorites. But we'll have all the shirts. Of course, the books we have. All You Can Do Is Pray. That's the book I wrote about April 27th, 2011, the generational tornado outbreak here. Weathering Life, which is my story. Our children's books are good. They're great for kids that either love weather or maybe have a little fear of storms. And again, we'll be at the Lavish Coffee Bar. That's in downtown Jasper, Saturday from 10 until 1. So come see us. And of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.